Right, so in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys some tips and tricks for all the MCC Island minigames, except Sky Battle, because I suck at that one. First game, Battle Box. If it's the rainbow map, then play the bow game heavy, as that's where you'll get a lot of your damage from. And remember to keep a good cover to not get hit. Keep a large eye out for flankers, as they can kill multiple people if they go unnoticed, even if the footage here is really laggy. You should also try keep an eye out for potions thrown and try to avoid them, because they also deal quite a bit of damage. The middle area of this map is basically a death zone where you will get bowed very heavy. However, once one person hops in, then others might follow just to PvP. It might prove very rewarding to stay up and bow. However, if you believe more in your melee skill, then you should try hopping in after more than one person out so you don't get sniped. On the trains map, the potions of harming are OP as people normally trap themselves inside and behind the trains, and you can get some easy damage on them with these potions. Also remember that you can be shot through the holes in the window, and that you can also land some good shots on others using these windows. On the gold mine map, the only real advice I can give you is to watch your back, because flanking is easy on that map and people will shoot you from every single direction. The map is pretty massive, so I'd recommend looking around between rounds to learn the map and learn some good vantage points in case anyone is shooting you and you don't know where they're shooting you from. Some general advice is to always remember to put your crossbow in your offhand if you have the kit with the crossbow and the sword, because you can deal some serious damage to people close and far range. I'd also recommend pre-shooting than hiding immediately off spawn, because if you do it right, getting the right direction or whatnot, there's like a high chance you'll get a free hit, which helps. And my final bit of advice is to look at your health before fighting. I can't tell you how many times I've jumped into like 1v2s and not realizing I'm on like 2 HP. Next, to get to the other side. Now the golden rule of Minecraft that literally everyone seems to forget when playing this game is that sprint jumping is faster than sprinting. However, don't sprint jump in risky areas so that you don't risk dying. Remember to learn routes and to get to the other side after you've finished, because the last 2 out of 3 times I've played treetops, I've come top 2 because of this. Now on treetops, the fastest and safest route is as shown on screen right now. I've gotten first place with this route many times before, so you don't need to take any large risks with this. I do want to say there is another route from spawn. This route is slightly slower than the other one, but a lot less people go this way, so you're less likely to get punched off. It's just a bit less riskier in general. I just wanted to mention it here. Now, fun fact about Minecraft, if you hold space while on slime blocks, then you barely bounce. This proves very useful on the honey map, where you only actually need the second bounce to go forward, and the first bounce just wastes a lot of time. Also on the honey map, always stick to the middle. And one secret that not a lot of people know is that this yellow glass within the honey blocks you can actually jump on without any sort of jumping fatigue. On the walls map, go to the far left or right and go on the cobwebs looking down and spamming blocks. When you reach the wall, check if someone has built a path for you on the bottom side using Fruit's new shortcut to avoid having to build over the first wall and just going under it. On Siege, learn a path, especially at the start, because this map you lose a lot of placements so fast in just a couple of seconds, so the first few jumps is very important you learn a route. You also have plenty of time to practice the parkour at the end while you're waiting. Pro tip, when there's 0 gravity modifier, you can actually jump on this target block and then jump onto the roof and just run. And my final tip for to get to the other side is remember just not to lose motivation because of the punches. In this clip, I came 4th despite getting punched off like immediately off spawn. So you can always do well despite the punching. It's just really annoying sometimes. Final game, Hole in the Wall. Now in Hole in the Wall you can either play normally or in F5. I prefer F5 because it gives you a lot more vision and you can easily tell where the next walls are coming from. With F5 you can position yourself to be away from the walls until you know which one is fake and which one isn't. And you'll have full vision of the walls so you'll know quickly which one is real. Now I find there are 3 ways of lining yourself up for a wall. You can either use your feet in F5, you can look directly down and try and make sure your plus is in the middle of the 2 lines on the floorboards. Or you can use F3 and B, enable hitboxes and ensure your hitbox fits within the lines in the platform. I prefer to use my feet in F5 in case you're wondering, but any of them work. Now I like to always stay sneaking when I play for many reasons that I'm going to show on screen right now. You can pause to read them if you want, but all in all I really recommend pressing shift, it helps a lot. Finally, try to always stand in safe areas where the platform is wider, as traps will hit you and knock you off into the edge if you're standing near the edge. Standing between 2 blocks is usually a good idea, however walls will usually require you to have to move to the left or right. So that's about it for today's video. If anything that I said in this video did help you, then let me know in the comments. I want to know like which tips you guys found useful, which ones weren't very useful. A like and a sub is always appreciated, but I just hope you guys learned something from this video and have a good day. Peace.